February was a month for me where I had quite a lot of social events. I had my birthday and my friends' birthdays. And although it was a really fun and busy month, March is going to be very much focused on getting my momentum back on my craft, my Etsy shop, and getting new projects on the go. So for my February monthly layout, I liked incorporating colour this time compared to a more monochrome spread like January's. I think it's something I'm probably going to carry on with. I also found it really effective to track my social statistics throughout the month, so I did it at 3 points: the beginning, the middle and the end, and also to have my birthday box at the bottom. So I carried on doing my weekly spreads in the same way, all the days on one side, and then tasks, a meal plan and a tracker on the other. I think this works really well for me. I do need to start thinking more about what I want to add to my tracker, and especially now that I'm doing Weight Watchers, having a meal plan has been really useful. So, February memories. I really like the idea of drawing key things from the month. It was something I really enjoyed doing January, so I knew I wanted to carry on in February. I've got a few drawings based on my weekend away for my birthday in Hastings, drinks with my friends and starting my driving lessons and having my first loss at Weight Watchers. My gratitude log, however, is something that isn't really working for me. So going forward this month, I'm going to do a word for every day, I think, because I kind of get to the end of the month and I look at this box and I don't really know what I'm going to write. Yeah, it's just something I think perhaps if I do a word every day, it's a nicer way to measure that. I also started this podcast page. Podcasts are something that I really enjoy listening to, especially when I'm just working in my office and making things, but I often find that I'll think to listen to one and I'll forget the ones that people have recommended or that I've read online as recommendations. So I thought every time I've heard of one that I think I would like, I'm just going to track it on here. So some of these I haven't even listened to yet, but I'm just going to start building up this page and dotting them in and around so that when I want to listen to a podcast, I've got loads that I can reference. On this page, I'm just going to start tracking my YouTube videos, whether they've been edited or when I've done the thumbnail and uploaded them. This is the first title that I did that I was really unhappy with and actually covered. So I put some washi tape down, literally wrote straight over it. I just had a lot of ideas and things that I wanted to get down about my progress that I want to make in March, and I just wanted a place where I could track some ideas. So that's just a couple of pages of plans. This is just a quite straightforward way of me being able to track my weight loss pound by pound. Once I've had my way in, I can just add along. So more weekly spreads. I was actually really short on time. I thought I'm just going to do a much more straightforward one and just divide the page up for each day. And actually this works fine for me. And although I haven't got my weekly goals and my trackers on here, for when I'm short of time, I think this is probably just what I'm going to go straight for, because if I overcomplicate it, I probably won't end up doing it. And the last page that I've added is just to track my progress in my driving lessons. So I started driving lessons last week. It was something that I was quite anxious about and have been building up to for a long time, and it's quite a big deal for me, so I want to make sure that I'm tracking progress and any things that I need to get, so like when I need to pay for a new lesson block, and then also just things like if I want to remember what progress I made in the lesson. So that's it for what I've done for February. So let's get planning for March.